Welcome to the Unveiled Epic Echoes channel. Today, we're diving deep into an unexplored historical mystery. The empty playground lay at the edge of a forgotten Midwestern town where the prairie grass leaned close as if listening, a place most maps no longer bothered to name. And yet beneath its rusted swings and sun-bleached slide rested a history far older than the clapboard houses nearby, older even than the nation that claimed the land. Locals said the playground had always been empty, even when the town was full, and children who tried to play there felt an unshakable hush settle over them, as though laughter itself had once been taken away and carefully buried. It was in the summer of 1974 when Price, a young archivist from Louis with a fondness for dusty records and unanswered questions, arrived to catalog the town's remaining documents before the county closed its doors for good. She expected little more than ledgers and faded photographs, but what she found instead was a single handwritten map tucked into a church registry from 1821, its ink browned with age, its edges soft as cloth, showing a circle marked not with a name, but with a symbol resembling a child's spiral drawing. That symbol pointed precisely to the empty playground. Each evening, after long days of sorting brittle papers, walked there as the sun melted into amber behind the grain silos, and the playground seemed to breathe with the cooling air, metal creaking softly though no wind stirred. The deeper she looked, the more the town's past began to peel back, revealing stories never taught in school books, of a trading post that once stood here before westward expansion, where indigenous elders and early settlers shared cautious alliances, and of a much older gathering place long before either arrived, a sacred open ground used by an ancient people whose name had vanished, but whose traditions lingered in whispered rhythms. According to fragments uncovered, this ground was believed to be a place where memories could be safely released, where grief, joy, and fear were offered to the earth so that future generations might live lighter lives. When settlers came, they built over it, unaware or unwilling to listen. And when the town later decided to honor its children with a playground, the ground remembered what it had always been meant for. One night, guided by a pull she could not explain, brought the map and an old brass lantern to the playground and traced the spiral in the dirt beneath the swing set. As the lantern light flickered, the sounds around her softened until even the crickets fell silent, and the air grew warm, carrying faint echoes of voices layered through time. Children laughing from a century ago, elders chanting from far deeper history, settlers murmuring prayers of hope and regret. The earth beneath her feet felt alive, not threatening but patient, as if waiting for someone to finally listen. Realized then that the playground was empty because it was full, saturated with unspoken memories that no child could compete with, and that the town's slow fatting mirrored its refusal to acknowledge the ground's purpose. In a moment of calm clarity, she knelt and placed the map into the soil, returning it to where it belonged, and whispered a promise to tell the story truthfully. The air seemed to exhale, the swings swayed gently for the first time, and the oppressive silence lifted into something softer, like a lullaby. Over the following weeks, wrote a detailed account that wove together the ancient traditions, the forgotten alliances, and the quiet sorrow of a place misused, publishing it in a small historical journal that few noticed at first. Yet changes began almost immediately. Children passing the playground paused, then stepped inside, their laughter tentative but real, and the town, though never booming again, stopped shrinking, as if it had finally made peace with itself. Years later, long after had moved on, travelers sometimes found themselves resting there, feeling inexplicably calm, unaware that beneath their feet lay a carefully tended archive of human memory stretching back thousands of years, still doing what it had always done, holding the weight so others could sleep easy. This mysterious journey ends here, but stay tuned for more untold stories in our next video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new stories. Thank you, and see you again.